Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Anime Chat with me, your host, Pop. And it is February the 1st, which means the start of a new theme. And that theme would be cyberpunk. A very eclectic genre, that to be sure. And I hope you'll come along with me as we check out some of the shows that are out there all about cyberpunk. But before we do that, we have to go over the news of the week. Then we'll do some rankings. Then we'll hit our main event. And then we'll go over this season's shows that I'm watching. So let's get to the news of the week right now. Courtesy of the Anime News Network. We'll go back to Monday. Dead account in the clear moonlit dusk. More anime's English dubcast is revealed. Saze-san, the Japan's most watched and longest TV anime, gets first overseas TV launch. Yes, for those that don't know, this even beats One Piece as far as being the longest running. Apparently it's a really beloved show, so that's good. Inazuma 11 Victory Road game reveals free major update, Ares and Fabled Seed DLC. The live-action Return to Silent Hill film opens at number 7 in the US box office. I don't know if anyone has saw that yet. I have not. In this corner of the world, Sunao Katabuchi directs new original short film. Dynasty Warriors 3 remastered game gets delay. Dragon Quest VII reimagined game introduces main characters in new trailer. The games will launch for the Switch 2, Switch, PS5, Xbox, and PC. So they're going to be on everything. And that's all for Monday. Moving along to Tuesday. Kyoto Animation's Sparks of Tomorrow TV anime unveils exclusive Netflix July debut. Bakido anime reveals February 26th debut on Netflix. I see a pattern here. It seems like Netflix is really getting a lot of debuts of these anime shows. Whether they're any good or not, well, that's will be seen. Nippon Sangoku manga gets April TV anime about future Japan split into 3 kingdoms. Okay, so we got an alternate telling of what's going to happen in the future. Megami Isekai Tensei Nani ni Naritai desu ka? Ore Yusha no Rokutsu de novels get April TV anime. They better shorten that title up a bit. That's a mouthful. Isekai crossover game ends service on April the 27th. The Most Heretical Last Boss, Queen Season 2 anime reveals first promo video and 2 new cast members. The final Utaware Urumono game to launch on May 28th. I Adore short anime unveils 2 more cast members. G-Kids screens Hypnosis Mike, Division Rap Battle interactive movie in select U.S. Regal theaters on February the 27th. It's an interactive movie? I wonder what that's all about. Let's have a peek here. I'm interested in what they mean by interactive. G-Kids announced on Tuesday that it will screen Hypnosis Mike Division Rap Battle interactive movie described as Japan's first interactive film on February 27th in 15 Regal theaters in the following U.S. states: New York, California, Illinois, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Texas, Florida, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Nevada. company streamed a trailer. The film uses Control Movies in-theater polling technology to determine the routes, songs, and endings based on audience votes. Film premiered in Japan in February 2025. The story of the film, including the winner of the 3rd Division Rap Battle on screen, can be different at each screening. The storyline will change depending on the real-time polling of the audience, view members via their smartphones. The interactive film has 48 story routes, 16 new songs, and 7 possible endings. The Division All-Stars perform the film's opening theme song, Hypnosis Mike, Division Battle Anthem. Okay, so you're using your smartphone. Huh. Alright. Well, people have their phones out at the theater anyway, so. Next up, Crunchyroll to stream Star Detective Precure anime. Nintendo's Virtual Boy service on the Switch and Switch 2 to add unreleased games, Zero Racers, D-Hopper. Yeah, now you can burn your retinas out on 4K, I guess. You want to watch, do your Virtual Boy on the Nintendo Cloud. This should be free. This should not be an added expense. The Virtual Boy was a flop, and if you're going to sit there and stare at that red screen, your eyes are going to not like it. So I don't think this should be charged. They should be charging for this one. Jujutsu Kaisen anime announces concert tour in Europe and North America. Oh, if you like the music of Jujutsu Kaisen, it looks like they're doing a concert tour. An Adventurer's Daily Grind at age 29 anime casts Sayori Hayami. "2026 Doraemon film announces franchise's first 4D screenings. That'll include motion seats, vibrations, simulated smells, water spray, lighting effects. Okay. Kumar Ba anime gets 3rd season in April, shifts from 3D to 2D. Oh, I wonder if that was for costs. Crunchyroll adds Al Noah Zero, anime's English dub, with episode 24.5 OVA. And that's for Tuesday. Moving on to Wednesday. From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman, Season 2 streams first video. That was when I watched when it was on in the last season. It was pretty good. Pretty exciting, seeing all the people using their swordsmanship. It made me actually get 2 figures to unbox from that series, which was surprising to find them out in the wild, but they're out there. Nia Liston, the Merciless Maiden novels get TV anime in October. Yoa Yoa Sensei Anime's teaser reveals 4 more cast members. New High School Kimengumi anime reveals 2nd character voiced by Tatsuyuki Konishi. My Hero Academia All's Justice Games trailer unveils full roster. It'll come out for the PS4, Xbox, and PC. No Switch, eh? Huh. I Adore short anime casts Rintaro Negishi. Kill Blue TV anime casts Daisuke Sakuma as Shin Kohazami. Director Asuka Dokai reveals new short anime in trailer. And that's all for Wednesday. Moving on to Thursday. Compile Hearts unveils a Villian Code game with June 25th release. Keiji Inafune's concept game company announces dissolution. Oh. It's like dissolved. They dissolved their company. All right. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle film back at number 8 in Japan. Toonami adds Blue Lock, Tokyo Revengers anime in February. Yeah, Blue Lock. Me and my wife call that psycho soccer because everyone just looks so psychotic as they're playing soccer. Gintama Yoshiwara in Flames compilation films. New promo video previews Kagura Shinpachi versus Abuto battle scene. Hell Teacher Jigoku Sensei Nube anime casts Tomokazu Sugita. Tomodachi Life Living the Dream games video reveals April 16th launch. Yes, that's coming to the Switch. I Adore Short Anime reveals final main cast member. Kolopal announces Kazuma Kaneko's Tsukiyomi game for Switch. Arc System Works Dear Me, I Was game gets smartphone, Switch, PC release on February the 12th. Okay, so that's coming out pretty soon. Frere and Beyond Journey's End, second season, anime's English dub debuts on January 30th. Disney Afternoon Collection heads to Switch and Switch 2 with 2 more games. SNES games Bonkers and Goof Troop added on February 26th digitally and May physically. Okay, good. Third, Girls und Panzer spin-off film reveals teaser, visual, and promo video. Second, Gundam Hathaway film's ending song is Guns N' Roses' Sweet Child of Mine. Okay, so they decided to use Guns N' Roses. New Ghost in the Shell anime reveals first promo video and a July debut. And more staff. Okay, so we gotta wait for July for new Ghost in the Shell. Alright. And that's all for Thursday. One moment, please. Alright. Now it's Friday. Fate Grand Order arcade game ends operation in March. Tadaima Ojama Saramas TV anime debuts in April. Rich Girl Caretaker anime confirms TV format. July debut in promo video. Kujima, Why Sing When You Can Warble? TV anime reveals 3 more cast members. Okay, is this going to be like a singing one? Warbling? Looks kind of... I mean, I see a bird there with... Is he going to be singing like a bird? I don't know. This will be a strange one. A Tale of the Secret Saint TV anime delayed from April to October. It's quite the delay. The delay is in order to aim to provide a more enjoyable work for everyone. Okay. Well, if it's not up to snuff, or if you're working everybody too hard, then yeah, maybe delay it. Don't rush it. To Your Eternity, Season 3 anime reveals new promo video, visual to preview final stage of This World arc. Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage Games trailer reveals Switch 2 release on March 26th. Crunchyroll's to screen Whoever Steals This Book anime film in North America. Good, good. Always like to have anime coming to the big screen. Damon and Baby action game debuts on March 26th. We'll skip by the North American anime and manga releases. Original Final Fantasy VII game gets re-release on PC via Steam. So if you guys have not played Final Fantasy VII, or if you want to see it on your PC, it looks like you just go over to Steam and get it. But that's all for Friday. Moving along to Saturday. Trails in the Sky, second chapter remake games, Taipei Game Show trailer is streamed. Farming Life in Another World, Season 2's first video unveils more cast and updated staff and theme songs and an April debut. Here we are, the Japanese Animation TV rankings. Let's see, what do we got here? No surprise, at the top is Sazi-san, Disappearance of Conan Edogawa. After that, then Detective Conan, Chibi Maruko-chan, Frere and Beyond Journey's End Season 2. That's nice to see that in there. Blue Maburo, Human Idol Precure, Crayon Shin-chan, Doraemon, High School Kimagumi, Animator Osaru no George, and Oshiri Tantai to round out the TV shows. Hey, Alex Moore, how you doing? Good to see you. Gonna settle in and listen to some news. Let's do the video game rankings. Everybody likes to see the video game rankings. What is popular and most bought over in Japan? Well, it's the Final Fantasy VII Remake for the Switch 2, followed by Mario Kart World, then Animal Crossing for both Switches, Dynasty Warriors for the Switch 2, Unlogical for the Switch, Pokemon for the Switch and Switch 2, Momotaro Densetsu number 2 for both Switches, Kirby Air Riders, Minecraft, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Mario Kart 8, Super Mario Party Jamboree and Jamboree TV, Super Mario Party Jamboree for just the regular Switch, Super Smash Bros., Nintendo Switch Sports, Hyrule Warriors, and Sekai no Asobi. So it is a all Switch on this list this time. No PlayStation at all. And yes, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. Looks like a lot of people bought that up for the Switch too. Alright, there you are. Next up, Yumiri Hanamori steps down from Magi Lumiere Magical Girls Incorporated Anime's cast. Oh, that's unfortunate. Rejet reveals new fantasy romance game, Far West Mirage. Looks like it's in development for the Switch and PC via Steam. Cosmic Princess Kaguya anime film reveals animated music video for ending theme song. Super Robot Wars Y game gets second DLC on February the 5th. And that's it for Saturday. Sunday, today, Sakuna of Rice and Ruin Anime's second or two specials unveils new cast and staff in video. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined Game streams third adventure log highlighting vocations. And that's coming out for everything, it looks like. I must say, though, the character designs are less looking like Akira Toriyama did them. So I think they're trying to sort of veer away from using his designs anymore, which is too bad. Media OCD launches Discotheque Deep Dives, project to offer Discotheque Media's back catalog titles. I'm interested about that. Let's see what this is all about here. Video post-production company Media OCD announced on January 22nd it will begin carrying distributor Discotheque Media's entire back catalog that the company specifies to the extent that it is available through its newly launched Discotheque Deep Dives project. The company will add 20 to 30 Discotheque titles monthly to its store for pre-order, prioritizing titles that are getting hard to find. This is relevant here, everybody. We've got to grab these, especially physical copies. And the titles they include are Galaxy Express 39 the movie, Adieu, Galaxy Express 39, Galaxy Express 39 Eternal Fantasy, Angel Cop, Scride, Goku Midnight Eye, Genocyber, Gogo 13 the Professional, Kimagura Orange Road TV, and Kimagura Orange Road OAV and movie, Super Dimension Century Orgus, Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple Season 1 and 2, Lupin the Third Part 1, Mobile Cop Jiban, Dalos, Cleopatra, Crusher Joe the Movie and OVA, and Hans Christian Andersen's The Little Mermaid. Those are some really good shows there. I mean, as long as they're not absurdly expensive, that would be something to look into. Here it is here. Discotheque Deep Dive. Angel Cop, Scride, Goku Midnight. Oh, Scride's a little expensive. $60. Oof. Gogo 13 the Professional, that's good. Little Mermaid, yeah. Kenichi's the $60 range there. Galaxy Express, that's alright. Orgus, ooh, almost $70 for Orgus. Sama Tezuka's Cleopatra. Hey, what's up, Comic Relief Crusader? How you doing? I just read the news that Discotheque they're doing their deep dives to bring a lot of the back catalog to people, and here we're just looking at them right now. Crusher Joe, yeah, okay. Kimagura Orange Road. Lupin the Third Part 1 is up to $70. That's unfortunate. They should bring it down, make it available, make it easily, not as expensive, so people can. You're doing huge. Well, I know you're doing huge circles today at noon Mountain Time, so that'll be you drawing as you're talking to people who are in the comic industry. So yes, over on Media OCD, they have Discotheque Deep Dive. And stuff's available, looks like right now. I Want the Little Mermaid. It's on Blu-ray. It's a pre-order. Also, if you guys haven't seen this version of The Little Mermaid, it sticks close to the actual fable that was written by Hans Christian Andersen, the story that he wrote. And it's definitely not Disney. It is not Disney at all. So. You heard Dragon Ball is putting out 4K release too. Okay. Yes. For all you Dragon Ball fans. But there are some good ones here. They got Lupin. I'd be interested in that. That's $70 to pre-order. Episodes 1 to 23 of the first season there. Hey, what's up, Selvair? Me? You excited for Dragon Ball in 4K? Or Blu-ray, you forget now? Okay, that's fine. Golgo 13 is supposed to be really good. I have not seen that, but apparently it's very popular. People like it. And don't forget the classic Galaxy Express 39. So you can pre-order it all here. Nice. They got a few, but there's more to come. So the official releases are not good, eh? Anyway, yeah. So if you're into collecting the physical media, I would think you'd want to go over to there to mediaocd.com and check it out. They even got stuff from Media Blasters. Doomed Megalopolis. Oh yeah, I've heard of that one. Back in the day, they got stuff from Media Blasters, Anime Ego exclusive slipcovers. Bubblegum Crisis t-shirt. Bubblegum Crisis Perfect Collection, 2 discs. Ah, that's a decent price. Better than I've seen it before. Taku no Video. Ha. Oh, Riding Bean. $5. Riding Bean DVD. Oh, it's out of print. Ah. Otherwise, I would have said, guys, get Riding Bean. It's fun. Yeah, there we go. Bubblegum Crisis. I'm a big proponent of physical media, so I'll always say it's the best way to go. You can hang on to it. Nobody can take it away from you. Nobody can edit it. But that's it. We've got the that was the last one for Sunday. And the top news, they say Kenichi, the Mightiest Disciple, gets new sequel manga in March. Okay, and that's it. You're all caught up on the news of the week. Now we're going to switch gears and head over and look at some rankings. You're so hyped for that? Right on, Salver. Right on. You got to get into Lupin more. Ah, CRC. Yeah, I've been watching the second season on Tubi because it's on there. So if you can get Tubi, which should be easily gotten, I've been starting that. I watched the first episode and yeah, it's great. Here's the rankings. The rankings of this season. Now that Anime News Network has finally put it up. At number 1's Freren, of course. Journal with Witch, Golden Kamui, Fate Strange Fate, Shibuyugi, Sentenced to be a Hero. You got Tubi? There you go. You've got yourself a veritable cornucopia of anime to watch on Tubi. Yeah, Sentenced to be a Hero is number 6. Oshinoko, You and I Are Polar Opposites. Champignon Witch, Trigun Stargaze, Hell's Paradise, Fire Force. Samurai Troopers, Hell Teacher, Invisible Man and His Soon-to-be Wife, Holy Grail of Eris, Clear Moonlit Dusk. Fell a bit, eh? That one went up, good. Ganosia, still going. Man, oh man. To Your Eternity, Chained Soldier. Chained Soldier's down here? Come on. Tamon's B-side. Tojima Wants to Be Kamen Rider. Jujutsu Kaisen. Wow, it plunged. MHA Vigilantes. The Other World's books depend on the bean counter. Darwin Incident. Is that one taking a dive? It's not doing well. Kaya-chan isn't scary. Wash it all away. Roll over and die. There's a cute girl in Heroes Party, so I confess to her. It's coming up a bit. Easygoing territory defense. Scum of the brave. Jack of all trades, party of none. Hanakimi. Villainous is adored by the prince. Dead account. Can't be in rom-com with childhood friend. And noble reincarnation, born blessed. It's at the bottom. That's just the votes that Anime News Network gets. But if we check this place where people are actually watching the shows on, you can see the Jujutsu Kaisen is at number 1 with 98,785 people watching it. Then One Piece, then Reincarnated as a Dragon Hatchling, Frere and Beyond Journey's End, Sentenced to be a Hero, Fate Strange Fake, Hell's Paradise Season 2, Jujutsu Kaisen second season, Jack of all trades, party of none, and Hell Mode, Hardcore Gamer Dominates Another World. I'm watching Hell Mode as well. I think it's pretty good. It seems like it's a slow start. But hopefully things pick up. It's just because he can't level up super fast like you usually would. All right, well, that's the rankings. Why don't we get into the main event now? We get into the main event. We'll go like this. And like that. And we'll open that up. All right, so Cyberpunk. All right, the first Cyberpunk film, or actually, this is it's a movie. It's a Cyberpunk movie. I just have to find it here. There it is. The only one I could find of this was the dub, so there's no subtitles. You know, just like here. From Streamline Pictures. For those that don't know, that was, I think Carl Masek made those, and he's famous for creating Robotech. He put Macross together with Super Dimensional Century Southern Cross, Cavalry Southern Cross, and Mospeada. So that's what he did, and then he made his own called Streamline Pictures. And this is the movie from 1991. So Silent Mobius. And it takes place in the futuristic year of 2028, which will be upon us in like 2 years. So, yes, Silent Mobius, the motion picture. And it's not very long. It's only about 53 minutes long. But it looks like they have police. You got this one. She's checking something out. And Silent Mobius is good. Yeah, that's what I thought when I was watching it. I thought, yeah, this is really good. This is the bullet getting prepared in the chamber. And then she shoots it down the hallway. And then all of a sudden takes cover. There was a giant explosion. There. Like that. Lots of explosion. They're after something. We don't know yet. We don't know yet what they're after. We do know that they're with the police. And they're after something. And you have this one other woman putting up like talismans and such. So it must be something supernatural there. She hears something coming. It's a bunch of rats. And that scared her pretty good. So they're trying to coordinate things, and here comes main character, who is flying towards the place, the center pillar there, where things are going wrong. She's ready to tackle whatever is there with her special sword. Like, it's pretty cool. This thing just, she puts it out there and it just forms into a giant sword. And all of a sudden, this thing is coming down at her. Or she meets it head on. And what I didn't quite get here is that at this moment, we go into a flashback about her back in 2024. She's on a plane flying to Tokyo to visit her sick mother, who's right there. She's stuck in traffic. Right? Tokyo traffic. Terrible. So she's like, I'll never get there in time to see my mother before the hospital closes. So she's like, oh, there's an alleyway. I'll just run through this alleyway and shortcut. It says it's restricted area and you can't go in there, but she's like, I'm just going to take this shortcut anyway. I'll be fine. But she's not fine. She gets pulled over by a cop who wonders what she's doing there. She's like, don't scream. And she screams because she's afraid, but then something comes out through the wall. It is a demon. Hey, what's up, Godzillionaire? Is this Robotech again? No, Robotech's not cyberpunk. Robotech's mecha. This is Silent Mobius. And so the cop unloads on that demon. It escapes. And they take her and let her convalesce, I guess, a little bit. They want answers. She doesn't know what's going on. She's angry and agitated. She wants to know what's going on. They don't know either. That they think there's something that she has. She has some sort of special power, but they're not quite sure. And they're like, and the chief there is like, we're just gonna let her go. We can't hold her anymore. And so off she goes to visit her mother in the hospital. She finally made it. And mother's like, we have a secret to tell you, but I can't tell you until you're old enough. She's like, okay. She's like, okay, can I spend the night here with you? She's like, yeah, okay. It's time to sleep. She wakes up in the morning, her daughter's leaving. She gets confronted by the police again because something's not right. She is very belligerent. She wants nothing to do with them. She gets back to her hotel room. Going to have the complimentary shower scene. And she gets attacked by this demon. It tries to absorb her, but for some reason it can't. They're like, we're supposed to be your bodyguards now. So now she's supposed to be looked after by the police. And then something strange happens. She meets up with something that looks like her, but does not sound like her. And it starts asking her questions. Where are you from? And she's like, I'm from over here. I was born in wherever I was born. And the thing's like, no, where are you from? So she doesn't get it. Then we flash back to see, I believe that's her mother, and they're on a spaceship and coming to Earth. So she's not of this world. But she's still getting attacked. And this thing is going to have a hard time trying to subdue her because she has some special power. But I think that's it for now. That's about halfway through the movie. We don't have to go through the whole thing. You guys should watch it on your own anyway. But definitely tune into Silent Mobius. One of the first that I could see cyberpunk film. Animation is so good in detail. Yes. The second one on the list here that I have, this one is quite new. Where do I? Oh, yeah, there it is. This one is from 2019. And I think I'm going to actually finish this one because it's that good. Just by watching the first episode. So we get a little exposition. There's the government's making an announcement. The economic growth has continued to rise since the Great War. Okay, so right away we know there was a Great War. And there's always problems. And we have our main character here. This show, by the way, is called No Guns Life. And the guy has a gun for a head. You're not seeing things. He's got a gun for a head. And here I thought I finally watched Edge Runners. Edge Runners I'll watch a little bit later, Godzilla. I had to watch these ones first. But it's coming. I know it will. Oh, no. Yeah. No, this is something else. Like I said, I think I'm going to finish this one. We got our intro here. NGL, you need to finish that? Ah, yeah. Alex, I would. Yeah, and I'm going to. I liked it. Is Psycho Pass on my list? Yes, it is, Godzillionaire. I have my list right here in front of me, and Psycho Pass is on that. So this guy is like a private eye or something, or they call him what do they call him? He takes care of stuff anyway. He's not a cop. He's doing a favor for the bar, the girl that runs the bar, kicking out guys that are getting too rowdy. So we get a little exposition here. The Beruhen Corporation, they modified people. He's a hired gun. Literally. There we are. I believe her name's Mary. He helped her out. And he can't fire his own gun. He has to have somebody do it. But he'll only do that to somebody that he trusts or he accepts. And he won't accept anyone. So there you go. Okay, those guys were dealing drugs in her bar, so she called him to get rid of those guys. And it looks like she's all bandaged up, so she must have took a little bit of a slapping around from those guys. Oh, he's a resolver. That's what they call. Not a revolver, a resolver. His name's Juzo Inoue. And he takes care of things from babysitting runaways to negotiating peace between rival gangs. Oh, somebody's talking to the police about a runaway. So he gets back to his apartment. The landlady is said there was a big ruckus in his apartment. And he comes in and, oh yeah, things are a mess. There's somebody in there. And he has this kid with him. He took him from the orphanage. And he says he can't be caught. But he was going to call for the authorities, but apparently they knocked on the door already. But he gets a gut feeling that he wants to keep this other guy safe. Or he just makes it hard for those guys to even get by him. Chasing after a apparent renegade that kidnapped the kid. And he's like, nope, I haven't seen anybody. He's like, oh, well, if I violate that law, that's a serious crime. But if I break a few more, it won't matter. Which means he's pretty much threatening him to get out of here. So short guy turns and leaves in a huff. So this robot with the horns asks him to take this kid somewhere safe. He's offering him a job, and he's like, no problem. You got to pay for the window, though, and all my expenses. So he calls up Mary and says there's somebody that they should take care of him. Of course, they're being watched by those guys. So I think he headed down into... Oh. Where did he head now? This place here. He meets up with the nun who was talking to the police earlier. But he's very astute. He is quite observant. And he gives her a few questions. So he's really trying to figure out. First of all, the nun isn't afraid of him, or is staring right at his face. So he finds that strange. He makes observations about the kid. His tendons have been cut so he can't run away. That's not right for an orphanage. So she comes clean, and she busts out all over here. So the facade is over. She is going to exterminate him. So she starts shooting. She knows all about overextenders, which is what he is. He's like, say that again. Just then, the guy with the horns comes in and grabs her. But she manages to get away. She shoots a ricochet up into the ceiling. It comes back down and gets him. So he is hanging on to both of them. He's got the kid. He's got the other guy by the hand there. And he sets down the kid, and they both fall into the sewer. She takes the kid away. He's all wet, and he says he hates water and kids. We find out, though, that the nun is an employee of the Beruhen Corporation. And the kid is actually controlling that giant robot there. He has a special thing called the Power of Harmony to control an unoccupied extended. So they were all after that kid because the kid could control these other bodies. And he explains the terrible things that were done to him, cutting his tendons in his hands and feet. And so that's the end of that. And I think our guy is going to get prepped and ready. He's going to punch a train. And he does. Punches that train, stops it, and I think he's going to go into action here and try to save that kid. And there you go. That is No Gun's Life, which I am very interested in finishing. That's a good show. And finally, the third one. You may have heard of this before. There it is. This one is Ergo Proxy from 2006. We start out with, looks like they're in a lab. You've got a bunch of androids, it looks like. One guy. Somebody's strapped down to a table. And they're trying to suppress it. And it's not working. It gets free. And everyone has to evacuate, like now, to get away from it. And there we go. The intro. Ergo Proxy. Ergo Proxy is a little hard to follow. I was like, okay, just trying to keep up with what was going on. But apparently in this future, they strive for minimalist things. They don't want anybody to have anything. It's kind of following what's happening in real life here. So we have them, they're out hunting these androids. You have androids helping out with a lot of the tasks and everything. This guy is the partner of Rel. There's our main character there. Her name's Rel. Apparently there is like classes of humans that are not, they're second class citizens. Apparently you're not a model citizen. You're nothing. So they're saying that these guys are getting infected. The virus is called Cogito. And I believe they are killing people. I feel like someone should say filthy clankers at some point in this show. Filthy clankers. Yeah, this show is really hard to follow, like Godzilla said. So you gotta really pay attention. The one that got away in the beginning, they're gonna be looking for that thing. And it's at like the very edge of their scanning radius. Or escape radius that he made it to. But off she goes. They bust in on Buddy here, who has a companion type auto rev. Okay, they call them auto revs. And the funny thing is, they see that, and it's like, okay. She all of a sudden finds out that that thing is infected because it comes out and starts praying, which is weird. And then dropping out of the sky there is that being we saw at the beginning. It's super fast. It literally slaps her gun away and breaks out of the window. And then that companion comes out and she starts praying. Yeah, the anime is very anti-immigrant, which is timely. Yeah. Starts praying. So she knows it's infected. Then there's another automaton shows up and just attacks her, and she gets it blown away. That companion auto rev is escaping. It's running. It's dropping down all that flights of stairs. So apparently there's like auto rev children. So they're checking to see if she's infected. And once he's done, she gets fired back up and starts calling her mother. We have this mysterious group. It's like all these statues are talking. And yes, she is finding lots of bodies. It's infected. Time to administer the 12-gauge cure. Yeah. So she is really investigating. And it says the killer wasn't infected. And it's her partner sees her investigating closer and warns her that the Bureau, that continuing to do this will violate her job regulations. So she's like, okay, I was just securing a crime scene. So they're going over how that auto rev could move so fast. She is finally going home, thinking about what happened. The auto rev she works with is driving back wherever it goes. She left her book there, so he's like, oh, I better take her book back. She is just in the midst of getting undressed, but this thing meets up with her and it stares her in the face. And it starts to cry, and she starts to cry. And then another one shows up. A violent one. So now there's two of them, which they didn't know before. There's two different ones. And they go off. She is exhausted. But we won't know what happens until the next episode of Ergo Proxy. Which, yeah, like Godzilla said, this is when you gotta really pay attention and follow it. And just 1 minute. All right, there we go. Next up on the menu, we'll do what's going on this season. So I'm not watching a lot of shows. 10. I know a lot of people are watching more than that, but this is what I decided to do for myself this season, is not overload with some. And well, the cute girl in the hero's party, so I tried confessing to her. You know, you got an overpowered demon who was brought there from our world. So it's sort of an isekai, and he likes the cute girl in the hero's party. You had to reboot your computer. Oh, yeah, that sucks, CRC. So with this one, he really likes her, so he decides to just become an adventurer so he can be close to her and learn more about her and get to know her and all that kind of stuff. And things seem to be going okay. I think he ran into... There's going to be some trouble coming. And if it's not from the hero, it'll be from other people that want to take her hand in marriage. So he's got his work cut out for him. But I do want to see him use his powers more because, yeah, we need more action. We're building up, but let's get the action going where he springs into fighting people. That's what I think about this one so far. Tune into the Midnight Heart. It's your typical school anime where this guy is looking for that one streamer that he heard when he was younger. She has a certain voice. He wants to find out who she is so he can tell her something. And there is like 4 girls who kind of match that voice and the way they talk. So he's trying to find out, but he's doing a good job helping them out become better at broadcasting. He wants to make them professionals, so he's doing what he can to help each one of them out in their own way that they need help. So I'm pretty sure this is just going to be a one and done. I can't see this being a multi-season show. Looking for a random streamer, so Gooner the anime. Stalker, yeah. I mean, getting there, isn't it? But that's Tune Into the Midnight Heart. So he's pretty virtuous, the guy. He's got a good head on his shoulders. Shinden Samurai Troopers. Yeah, I've watched the old Samurai Troopers, the first episode, and I watched this new one. They're not like each other. Obviously, this is more modern and different villains, but I'm liking it so far. We'll see what happens here. They're just guys in samurai suits that enhances their powers, and they're fighting, demons. Sense to be a hero. This one's pretty darn good. It's got excellent animation. The story is good. So now we want to see why the corruption in the government, or the fact that the demons they're fighting have infiltrated the religious sect and controlling the government. So yeah, there's going to be an uphill battle now when the enemy is in charge of you. What can you do? You're up against it. Like, you can't. It's always an uphill battle now because everyone is against you. That's higher up than you. So this guy has got a real hard fight ahead of him. Not sure if it would be multi-season or not, but they could wrap it up in one season if they wanted. Evil demons controlling the government. So it's a documentary? You know, that's a little more on the nose than we can admit here. Yeah, I agree. Chain Soldier Season 2. This is my show that I've been looking forward to since Season 1 ended. I know Fabric has been looking forward to this as well. The last episode was just wild because you had the leader of Squad 10, who is like the overpowered, like she's got way more power than anybody ever. And she takes control of Yuki, and his form changes completely. Like, seriously, all black, demon looking, like he's just out of control. He actually attacked her, and he had to be slapped down by her. So that was wild watching that. So I'm definitely liking Chain Soldier, and I'm pretty sure they should go for a season 3. I hope. They haven't even run into the big bad people yet, and I'm waiting for that battle to happen. That'll be an awesome battle. And it was funny, the reward that the 10th captain had to give him. That was when she had to act like a dog. That was just great. I just laughed so hard about that. But yeah, Chain Soldier, just enjoying that one. Holy Grail of Eris. When a high society woman gets executed and her ghost comes back and helps out another young up-and-coming society girl who is very timid. This one, you have to. It shows the intricacies of high society and how you can't just barge your way through things or solve things with violence. You have to be very clever and adept and cunning. You have to use your brain because there is a lot of people out there that think they have everything taken care of. They've got dirt on you, but when you can turn things around, that's how you win in this world. And that's what Holy Grail of Eris is all about. She wants to figure out who set up. The ghost wants to figure out who set her up and had her executed, and is using the young girl to help her do that. There's plenty of content left, Alex. That's good to know. I like that. Frerin, Season 2. What more can we say? It's more Frerin. If you've watched it, you know what's going on. They're trying to make their way to the north to visit heaven, and they're just taking their time, getting there along the way, running into people, taking care of things. It's pretty much it. And Fern and Stark are getting closer, maybe. Apparently they're going to go out on a date, so we'll see how that goes. Those two seem so awkward, it just drives me up the wall. But that's Frerin. Hell Mode. I'm liking this one. I hope the payoff is worth it, though, because having his game set on hell mode means that his experience doesn't rise up very fast or anything like that. So he's stuck at being low level. But I'm hoping this comes back to where he can be super powerful. And, he grows up and helps out. We'll have to see. I just hope it's not a letdown. But I'm liking hell mode so far. Reincarna's Dragon Hatchling. So last episode he got to evolve. He seems to be evolving pretty quick. And he's chosen the poisonous dragon because apparently that one can do like transform into a human. So that's why he chose it, but he sure looks a lot more evil now. And he doesn't look cute anymore. So he's going to have a rough go of it. And he's got to level up as well so he can at least be stronger because that rock dragon sure smacked him around good. And I know he wants to visit the one girl there that he saved. So he's going to eventually get into where he can have a human form. But we don't know when that's going to happen. He's got to build up his level some more. The Misanthrope teaches a class for demi-humans. Not bad. I mean, you've got these different demi-humans. You've got the Shrike, you've got the wolf, or the werewolf actually. You've got a bunny girl, and they all want to be human, so the teacher is supposed to help them to be human. So it's pretty tongue-in-cheek. It's a silly show. I don't see it getting too serious. He has to wear this ring so that he can see where the school is and remember it. Because if he takes it off, he'll forget. He'll forget where the school is. He'll have his memories overwritten. So he has to keep that on. But other than that, it seems like a silly show. Bit of a comedy, so I'm liking it so far. We'll see where it goes with. Kunan the Sorcerer can see. Okay, well, he's blind. And he's learning magic, and he wants to make himself his own set of eyes. He's very adept at water magic. He's going to school right now. Of course, he's getting picked on by the prince. The princess is his friend. So the brother, the prince, always is acting like a jerk. So there's that thing. So I'm a little behind. I've got 3 episodes to catch up on, so I'll get to see what happens here a little further along. And that's all the shows for this season. Chitosi and the Room Bottle, I haven't seen any updates yet. So I think it's been delayed. Because I was liking that one. I just got 4 more episodes to go and then I'm done. But other than that, that's the shows of this season. Hope you guys are having a good time watching the shows this season. I know you guys are watching different ones than I am. And I hope those ones are good. But so far, I haven't had to drop any yet. That could change anytime. Sometimes you'll see it'll come along, and if the show's not doing it for me, boom, off it goes. But yes, Cyberpunk, the theme of February. Make sure you guys stop in next week for more Cyberpunk goodness. I did put a question on the YouTube chat there. What are your top 3 Cyberpunk series? If you guys have top 3, I'll tell you mine. Ghost in the Shell. Number 2, I believe, is Armitage the Third. And number 3, it was good. Number 3. I'd have to say No Guns Life. There you go. There's my 3. Well, that is going to be it for me today. Let's start wrapping her up here. You guys remember to hit that like button if you could. Subscribe if you haven't already. Tell your friends, spread the word. Coming up on Tuesday, Trade Stock Tuesday, stop in. We'll look at things from an industrial point of view. We'll have some pictures and videos of some of the projects I'm on. That's all on Trade Stock Tuesday. Comic Relief Crusader, Akira, Gurren Lagann, and Japanese Transformers. Hey, Japanese Transformers. I like that. Yeah, I've watched Headmasters, and what was the other one? I haven't watched Victory yet. I think that's on my list of things to watch, but I've watched the other 2 Japanese series. But yeah, Akira, that's classic cyberpunk. That's probably one of the ones a lot of people were exposed to. A lot of us older people were exposed to back in 1989. Coming up Saturday, more Odin Sphere. I'll be playing more Odin Sphere. Yeah, Super God Master Force. That's the one. Yeah, I've watched Master Force and Headmasters. I just got to watch Victory. More Odin Sphere on Saturday. Going to be trying to level myself up. I feel so weak. Got to get powered up so I can take down those guys. It's pretty crazy. Oh, you watch also Beast Wars 2 and Beast Wars Neo as well. Yeah, if I can get my hands on them. Definitely want to watch Beast Wars 2 and Beast Wars Neo. That should be good. Love me some Transformers. Well, and when we roll around to Sunday again, more Sunday Anime Chat, more Cyberpunk. Stop on by. I'll be showcasing some more Cyberpunk shows for all your Cyberpunk goodness. Hey, what's up, Infinite? Beast Wars was pretty cool. Yeah, it was. When they did the show on television there, Beast Wars, and they started bringing in that it was they time traveled back to before the original Transformers woke up, and they were in the Ark and everything like that, and they saw original Optimus Prime Vector. That was great. That was great stuff. I really enjoyed that. Beast Machines, not my favorite. They went a little bit too haywire, off script there with Beast Machines. Beast Wars was much better. You can send them to me. Well, I'm sure I can find them on certain places here on the internet. There's CRC. But yes, more Cyberpunk goodness for you guys this month. If you like Cyberpunk, it's certainly a genre that not everyone cares for, but it sure does get almost true to life, Watching some of these shows, it's like, oh, that's happened. Oh, that's happened too. You didn't get into Beast Machines either, though you randomly turned it on and saw that last episode and that made you more interested. Yeah. Yeah, it's just that Beast Machines is they go way off there about being organic and all that kind of stuff. And everybody switches bodies and nobody's the same as they were before. It's just, I don't know what happened. They thought it was a good idea. There's some shows like that. You didn't care about Big O until you randomly saw the final episode. Then you were hooked and went back to watch more. This is what you always do: is you watch the last episode. And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna watch the whole thing now. But there's a lot to watch. I mean, there's a lot to watch for Cyberpunk. Not usually worked out for those for some reason. That's cool. It did. Go by release date here. There's a lot of them that have the Cyberpunk tag on them. And I always start back at the very beginning. I like to go back in time and check and see what they consider one of the first Cyberpunk shows. And you can see here, we're going back to the 90s, the 80s even. And one of the first ones that has that tag in them is Armored Trooper Votems. I've heard that before, but I've never watched it. And even Dirty Pair. Remember from last month, the 80s. I saw the first episode of Dirty Pair, and yeah, that show is like balls to the wall action. It's awesome. I love it. I'm going to watch more of it. Bubblegum Crisis, Megazone 23, Black Magic M66, Appleseed. There you go. I've watched Appleseed before, and that's a fun one to watch. Japanese Beast Wars is more fun, and it brings back Unicron. I always like a good Unicron. It's like the big bad guy that can't be killed. Cybernetics, Guardian, Angel Cop, the Guyver. Oh yeah, Guyver. I remember hearing about that. I have to look up. I'm pretty sure I've watched Appleseed. I have one of them on DVD. I should check which one that is. Yeah, Battle Angel Alita. That's another one. Ghost in the Shell, of course. Armitage the Third. There it is. Polymatrix. Burn Up. Yeah, I've watched Burn Up. Burn Up W, actually. There's Big O, like Infinite was talking about. Some of these get pretty strange, though. You watch some of these shows and it's like, ooh, that's really weird. But you know what? That's what Cyberpunk's all about. Anyways, I believe maybe I should at least throw it up on the screen for you guys. Jeez. Yeah, but there's these all the ones that have Cyberpunk tags to them. Series and movies. Plenty to choose from. And I've watched my fair share of them, that's for sure. All right. Well, I'm thinking that's it for me today, fellas. If you want to watch people while I'm not streaming, you can watch people like Pacific 414, DJ Ronnie G, Brandon the Anime Guy, Kyle, RNG Podcast. You can watch the Comic Relief Crusader. He's going to be on at noon Mountain Time today with his huge circles, where he draws and has interviews with people from the comic book industry. There's also Infinite Metal, who was in the chat. You can catch him on Kick and Twitch as he plays retro games. He has an undead Dragon Lord Skelly that he hangs out with. So you can always come for the gameplay and stay for the mockery. That's what I do. I always do that. It's always fun time watching Infinite Metal. And there's also a VTuber called Call Me Kixie. She has a very good family-friendly VTube stream she does on Twitch and on YouTube, where she plays a lot of indie games and is very fun and peppy, and she's just overall a good person to watch. You'll have a good time. Very friendly. And that's about it. Hope you guys had a good time. I did, for sure, and I hope you guys watch a lot more anime, because I know I'm going to today. So it was a pleasure to present this to you guys today, and I hope you had a good time. I will be back on Tuesday night, so stop by then. But until then, I've been Pop, and I am signing off.